So here's just a video which is going to outline the user journey mapping that we use for our models at our agency. So how we take them from 0 to 33K a month with our operations, our internal operations at our agency. So start off up here, we've got a start point and an end point. And the gap is how we get the model from the start point, which could be at around about 2 to 5K a month, all the way to making around about 30 to 50K a month. And the process for that, we have these sub-processes, which is onboarding, niching, promotion, and management. And each element of these sub-processes has either a do-it-yourself, done with you, or done for you. So do-it-yourself, the model goes out there doing it herself. Done with you, we do particular elements of it, but there's also some element of interaction required on her part to do those particular things. And then done for you is when the model does nothing, and we completely do that as an agency. Now, the more done for you elements we add, the more value that we bring as an agency. So we're always working on trying to improve the done for you elements of the operation. So how can we convert this do it yourself all the way to done for you? Because that gives us more value as an agency, and then we can charge a higher percentage for management and make more money as a result of it. So the first sub process is onboarding. So the do-it-yourself part of onboarding is the model needs to sign that contract that we send over to her, where we've negotiated the terms on a sales call. She then needs to give us access to the account, so the access for her OF account and the access for the socials that she uses to promote her OF. And then she has our existing content, and we ask her to upload that into a client folder. She needs to upload the existing content she already has, as we can then repurpose that. Then done with you is content creation guidance. So we send over a content creation guide, which looks like this. And it's the model's job to then go through this and create the relevant content, the exact quantity that we outline within this. So she has a guide on how to create the type of content. And of course, we help her with that. So as well as sending that over, the model gets a little bit of consultation, helping her out with that. And then we have the done for you, which is the setting up the client folder, the initial account report if the model's already got a pre-existing account, and the account setup. So we also go through and set up the OF account in a way that is going to produce money. And that's in terms of like pricing, the welcome message, stuff like this. Next, we have niching. So niching is something that lots of people overlook, and it's a really integral part when managing a model's account. So niching, we have to do it yourself. So the model fills out a niche worksheet. So we want to make sure the niche is congruent with the model as possible. So, for example, you need to make sure she fills her role. So you can't have a busty, submissive girl niche or an accountant niche with a girl who just doesn't look that way, with a girl who's a gamer girl. So it's important that we figure out the girl herself, and then we match the niche to that, because the more match the niche is to her real identity, the more authentic the content is going to be. And authenticity is key. And as well as the content being authentic, the model's also going to be more motivated to create the content because it's something that's in line with her. If you pick out something which just really isn't in line with her at all, she's going to get tired of creating content. Maybe for the first month she'll create content and she'll make 10K that month, and then she'll think, I made 10K, I don't really like creating content for this particular niche, let me just take a week off and go on a trip to Bali. So we don't want that. So we want to make sure that it's an identity online that she's comfortable with. And we have the done with you assistance. So we help her pick the niche. And then the done for you is we propagate the niche across channels. So once we've figured out the niche, we propagate it. We put pinned posts which reflect that niche. We put in the bio. We craft content strategies around that niche. And we craft the section sets for the niche as well. So we have instant way of making money from those subscribers that come into the OF account because we have a content that's congruent with that niche. Now next we have promotion. So promotion, we have the do-it-yourself, which is they create the promotional content, they upload it to the socials, and we can then download that and repurpose that content. We have the done with you, so that's the uploading of the content to the content repository. So we have a content repository which hooks up to a content management database, and the done with you is the sorting and categorization of content. So we make sure that the content is categorized in a content management database on Airtable, so that we're actually getting the content to the right place. And we work with the model on that because sometimes they want content to go to a particular platform and they don't want it to go to other platforms. We work with the model on that. And then we have the done for you, which is the social account creation. So we're always creating accounts for our models. That's a big part of us as an agency, is creating new accounts and promoting on those new accounts. whether it's dating apps, whether it's Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're always creating accounts. We have copy creation, so creating the copy for the posts that we upload. We have media distribution, so taking the content that the model creates and distributing it across different medias. And if she uploads it to the content management database, we'll then, of course, distribute that. And then we have the bot automation and implementation. So implementing bots for promotional account growth and automations to grow promotional assets as well. Now we have the management sub-process. So do it yourself is create community content. So she needs to create content for the community. Video calls, so offering video calls where subscribers can pay to speak to the model. That's something she needs to do herself for the community. And then we have voice memo content as well. So we ask for voice memo content from her so we can then repurpose her voice using AI, and then we can then send it out in these custom unique messages to the subscribers. So we need her to create that voice memo message. Then we have done with you, so sext and set content creation, so creating the content for the sext and sets that we outlined. If there's particular custom requests that come through, that also falls under that. So we get a custom request, we need to liaise with the model and get her to create that content as quickly as possible. We have chatter tracking and training. So the model only helps with the chatter training in the sense of she speaks to the chatters about what she's looking for. So our chatters have direct access to speak to the model, and it's managed on a platform called Slack, so we can see exactly the messages that are going on in a public Slack channel. So there's no risk of miscommunication, and the model can then just outline particular messages and the type of writing style she's looking for, and that goes straight to the chatter. So the models have the ability to speak with the people who are chatting in their account, which is a good value proposition. Not many agencies offer that. They kind of manage the chatters themselves out of maybe insecurity that the chatters are doing too good of a job and they're just going to work with the chatters. But if you're adding enough value in terms of promotion, that's not going to happen. And then you have done for you. So wolf feed management optimization, pay-per-view management optimization, chatter management optimization, and shout-out optimization and management. So that's actually managing the pages and pushing out the content and making sure that the community is getting the content they need to see and then being pushed through to buy pay-per-view content and then being pushed and the chatter actually doing a good job of the operation, tracking the sales, and then also working with other creators to promote their content. So that's the do-it-yourself done for you that we offer as well. And here's an example of an 80K a month OFM account. So building an OnlyFans management agency, you're working with OF models, you need to take them through this process. So I do recommend using a similar structure to this process and starting off with onboarding. Then you need to figure out the niche, and then promotion, and then management, exactly in that order. And doing so, you can really easily scale these models' counts to 30, 50K a month within 60, 90 days. It doesn't take too much to grow these accounts, providing you've got these systems clearly outlined and that the model knows exactly what she needs to do, exactly what she gets support with, and exactly what we do. So there's key deliverables that the model's expecting, and we deliver upon that. And that is important for a long-lasting model relationship. So I hope you did get value from the video. Make sure to hit that red button down below. I'm talking directly to you. I want people to be supporting this video so I can continue to share more content to you guys, and leave a comment about what particular systems, particular operations, particular questions you may have, and it may get answered in another video. So I'll see you guys then.